30% as far as Shias in Gilgit Baltistan is concerned. Joining us on this special broadcast is General K.K. Shia, Brahmachelani and Raja Faisal from Pakistan. Brahmachelani, if I can come to you, this is not new when it comes to persecution of the Shias in Gilgit Baltistan, and it has been done in a very systematic manner. The very fact that now the Chinese have also started settling down in Gilgit Baltistan, essentially today this protest that is basically taking place, surprisingly the Pakistani media isn't really showing it. Very few within the Indian media have also picked it up. Here at Republic Media Network, we have not only showed one, but over a dozen videos that we have accessed, spoken to people on the ground to get a sense of what's really happening. The situation is only worsening, Brahmachelani. Pakistan's divide and rule policy seems to have now been exposed.
You're absolutely right in your description of the state of affairs. The fact is that whatever is happening in Gilgit Baltistan is happening with China's support. China has thousands of troops and other strategic assets in Gilgit Baltistan. This is a region that Pakistan has held since 1948 following its military invasion of Jammu and Kashmir. In fact, it is through Gilgit Baltistan that China and Pakistan are territorially contiguous. The issue is that whatever is happening now in Gilgit Baltistan, this is coming at a time when the Pakistani state is in doldrums. The economy of Pakistan is virtually bankrupt. There is no government. There's a caretaker government, which is actually an extension of the military establishment in Pakistan. So these developments in Gilgit Baltistan, the protests there, the mass protests, are coming at a critical juncture in Pakistan's history. This could be a defining moment in terms of the uprising that we are seeing in Gilgit Baltistan. The fact is that the military in Pakistan will use its brute power to crush this uprising, because we've seen early uprisings being crushed brutally by the Pakistani military authorities. And they will make another attempt to crush the latest rebellion, whatever you may wish to call it, rebellion, mass protests, uprising. The fact is that this region is in tumult once again.
Well, let me also quickly get a response from Raja Faisal. While the situation that we have seen is only perhaps downsliding, Raja Faisal, back in December too, because of the laws that we are basically bringing in, the taxation laws, every resident of Gilgit Baltistan was up in arms. And I remember the slogans that were given by the residents there, that open up the doors. This was only because they realized what was happening on the other side, the benefit that their family members were getting on the other side. You ought to admit that you cannot perhaps continue with the occupation of Pakistan occupied Kashmir.
Well, first of all, let me reiterate here that, of course, Pakistan's... I am getting an echo of my own voice. If you can control it, please. Yeah. Pakistan obviously maintains that
Raja Faisal will get that fixed.
Is part of course, Pakistan. And as far as I know, I have many friends there, and I have
you can continue
extensively.
You can continue thinking that. You can continue, Raja Faisal. You can continue thinking that. But how long will you muzzle the voice of the people?
Please let me finish.
How long would you muzzle the voice of the people? Because in fact, you know what I'll do, Raja Faisal, in a short while from now
is... I'm extremely sorry. No, I can't sit in this program.
Raja, no, just hold on. Why? Hold on, just a minute. What I'm telling you is, I'm going to, if you don't believe, in fact, now that's the problem with Pakistani guests, when you actually tell them that here are the facts. In fact, General K.K. Shia will try and see if we can get Raja Faisal back. But the fact of the matter is this, I'm not saying it. This is not what I am saying it. In fact, in a short while from now, I'll play out that soundbite of one of the locals there. They say open up the door to Kargil. They say that it's high time that break the barriers. I'm not saying it. That's what people there are saying it. The Pakistanis find it very difficult to digest.
Good evening, son. You have picked up a very interesting topic, and Gilgit Baltistan. Because I fought a war in Kargil, and we were inside Gilgit Baltistan for a very
Paul, I
long period.
haven't
We were
been
at that
given a
time
chance
commanding.
to talk. So,
Yeah,
in
Raja,
protest,
you
I
can
am
do
leading
it.
this
Okay,
program, and the way
Raja.
this program, I'm
General
sorry,
will.
I don't.
Okay,
join
Raja
these
Faisal, I'll give you the opportunity.
Raja,
Do not worry.
can you
Do
give
not
me
worry.
the cutscene? I
Okay,
was
1
speaking.
minute. 1
If you
minute,
give me
Raja
the cutscene,
Faisal.
okay, fine. Faisal, okay, carry on.
Let General KK Sidha make his point, and then we'll. General
Okay,
KK
so
Sidha,
I
you
was,
make your point, and then we'll get
I
Raja
was
Faisal
telling
back.
it is very special to me because I was in Gilgit Baltistan and during the Kargil War, and I was deep inside, and I have seen NLI. It is the Shia, majority area, 1.8 million people who are the Shiite, and 5 times of the land mass of the POKJ. When we talk about Gilgit Baltistan, it is very strategically important when you know that like China, especially the Saskam Valley, given ceded by Pakistan to China. After that, then it opens the route towards Afghanistan and then completely into the hinterland. You can go anywhere from there in the Pakistan, India. Now, coming to the point, what is the people they feel totally cheated, and especially we are talking about in the backdrop of blasphemy law. The law itself, they have amended it in the month of January. When they have made it, they have made it more stringent. They have, it is now the punishments are more for anyone who is violating this law. East Ninda, when they call it in Pakistan, if you go to, how they target, especially the Gilgit Baltistan, how this, Blasphemy law and Gilgit Baltistan has got linkages. Complete land. So you will surprised to know the CPAC is passing through. The majority of this area is coming through this area. The complete land, approximately you can say 30 kilometers along with this line has been already, taken by design by Pakistan Army, and you will find the journals buying in 300 acres, 400 acres, 3,000 acres, depending on the status of these, the military people. Now, what is happening? Why the people are raising and they want to come back to India? I'm talking about 99 during the Kargil War. When we apprehended my battalion, I was commanding, my battalion. Number of NLIs, the soldiers which were caught, they were that time. They expressed the desire that they want to come and join hand with Indian Union. That time also, the repression was that much. Now what you are saying, it is open because it is coming into the camera, it is in social media. Every time they want to come to the Kargil area, they want to come to from Gilgit Baltistan. Kardu is the area through which they want to come to the Batalik area. They want to go to those areas. They want to join. They say they open the route, open the access. They want to join number of politicians, number of this, they are, in number of countries. If you talk to them, they all want to come and join hand, not joining hand, just by, but physically they want to. And that is what the worry is of the Pakistanis. And blasphemy law has been made in the month of January 2023 stringent because of this. So the same thing happened in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. If you remember, a few days back, there was a backlash. And how they have actually vandalized, they burned the churches of Christians. Same way they have been doing. And when my co-panelist was speaking, Chenali was talking about Gilgit Baltistan, and saying what is happening in Balochistan is more or less same. It is the same thing, and I'm very happy that you have taken this debate. And my friend and our co-panelist from Pakistan, he has run away because he can't face the truth.
Pakistani guest once again says that he's not getting the opportunity. Raja Faisal, before you lose cool about this entire matter, once again you get agitated about it. The last time when I was interrupting you, there was a reason behind it, Raja Faisal. It's not rhetoric that you basically indulge in. In fact, the videos that you are basically seeing is not from, it's the reality right now in Gilgit Baltistan. Secondly, I was only trying to highlight one more point. You have residents there. You have residents there without any provocation, essentially saying, open up the doors to Kargil. What does that essentially mean? And how long will that take for you to realize that you can't basically control this? You can't keep muzzling their voice.
Now, thank you very much for providing me an opportunity. And I would request you, being a journalist, I would request you that if you are giving me a chance to speak, then don't interrupt, please. First of all, there are three guests here. All the three gentlemen, they should have equal right to speak. If you are not interrupting on your own side, then
go
please
ahead,
don't do
Raja.
it on my side.
Go ahead. I am giving you
Thank
the
you very
chance.
much.
There's no need for
Thank
a
you very much.
disclaimer.
And
Go
General Sinha, I have been facing him since a very long time, and he knows that I have never ran away. It was just a matter of a respect. And I think if I started talking, and if I've taken time out, and I'm sitting on the TV to speak on a slightly different angle to it, then I think I do deserve a respect. And that is why I just simply shut it down. I
Raja
never
Faisal,
ran
please
away,
go ahead.
sir.
I'm giving you the opportunity to respond. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay,
Now,
Raja, I've asked you. I've asked you a pointed question. Respond to that.
Yeah, let me give you a clear picture of it. Of course, you highlighted about the December issue. In December and previously as well, there are certain issues which were being faced, like food shortages. Then later on, there were political issues as well. Political government, it had to step down, you remember. So there is that government has a huge support behind it. And this very particular issue which you highlighting, it is about Sheikh Bakir Al-Husseini. He belongs to a particular sect, and he has passed on few comments and few statements which actually hurt another sect, and that's how it has all started. And by the way, if he is imprisoned, or I must say, if he's taken out of his own place and taken to a place which is unknown, that is just because of one reason, that the administration does not want any escalation to it. If he is roaming free, then of course the other party might do something. And in that case, they do not want a sort of administratively a sort of odd situation in Gilgit Baltistan. That is why they have done that. And I think in Pakistan, rule of law always persists. And when it comes to Pakistan's obviously blasphemy laws, Pakistan's practice or judicial practice in Pakistan, it has time and again proved that majority of the cases, they were obviously the allegations were questionable, and they ended up in the favor of the people who were being accused. So we need to trust in the law, we need to trust in the judicial system. And when it comes to Gilgit Baltistan, there is nothing as such of mutiny going on, or somebody is just falling out of it. No, this is not the case.
Okay, Raja Faisal, you can continue, denying it, but I don't understand one small thing. And Raja, you can keep getting agitated about it. I once again highlighted this, that it is not a figment of imagination. It's a reality, because you have sound bites of locals there clearly saying, open up the door to Kargil. Not for the first time. Back in December, same kind of slogans that were raised. But if you want to deny it, keep doing it, no problem. Brahmachelani, if I can come and give you the last word as we're coming to an end, burning question. Brahmachelani, you've heard what Raja Faisal has to say. He simply says that, look, it's almost like it's a mere law and order situation. My question here is, Brahmachelani, back in December also, when I had reported about this very story, this was the same kind of response that came in. One thing is abundantly clear, that such frequent skirmishes makes it clear that perhaps people, they have also now realized that they no longer can continue with the repression of the Pakistani army. Last time there was an internal clampdown. Last time there was a direct confrontation with the Pakistani army. These were visuals that had come in from Gilgit Baltistan. So it's very clear right now that there is a sentiment that is brewing that no longer can this continue. Mr. Chilani, that question was for you. I think so. We seem to have lost the line with Mr. Brahma Chilani. Can you hear me? We seem to have lost the line with Brahma Chilani. General K.K. Sinha, a quick response, 20 seconds before we end the debate.
Yeah, sir. This is the sequence of what happened in 1979. The Shiite movement which started in Iran, the revolution which is there. This is the third wave. And they are very scared. The Pakistan administration, especially with the caretaker government, they are very, very, scared about it because it can spin out of their control. And it's going to happen because there's a lot of support is there for coming from Iran. And mind you, Gilgit Baltistan is sitting on that junction where they have the opening of towards the Iran also. So what the people are asking, and the Pakistan establishment and from security angle knows about it, what is going to happen. It is the India which is not, we are not encouraging them that India is not doing anything the way the Pakistan does it with the deep state. We are not trying to, actually, make a point, or we are trying to do it and take the advantage of the situation. But mind you, Gilgit Baltistan, the way the things are happening, especially the land issue, is a huge issue, and they're hiding behind the whole Pakistan administration is hiding. What they do, they just take out a fake narrative and they put large number of people behind and they grab the land. This is they are doing with the Christians, they have been doing with the Hindus, now they are doing with the Shias and Ahmadiyas also. So in particular, when we talk about the Gilgit Baltistan, the Gilgit Baltistan is going to be the flashpoint. You take it because CPAC is not going to take off, and these people wants to join. It is only one push is required.
General,
the POK and is there.
Right. General, I'm sorry to interrupt you because I'm really running short of time. But thank you very much for joining us on the burning question, Raja Faisal, as well as Mr. Brahma Chilani. We seem to have lost the line with Mr. Brahma Chilani, but thank you very much for joining us on the burning question. Remember, this is also the debate with Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami at 10 p.m.